So one thing I want to show you. So I was showing you core connector, right? So in core connector, let's say I'm opening the batch core. So let's say this is core connector worker outbound. Okay. Now here you have created a business process. This business process is actually running this integration and calling the DT integration. Okay, running the integration, calling the DT integration. But this integration is not actually delivering the data. Okay. So if you want integration to deliver the data to any SFTP folder and all, what you can do is you can just click on OK, add one more step here. There are two ways of configuring this thing. Here you select the service, and here you can just select the retrieval service or document delivery service. Let's say I'm selecting document delivery service. Click on OK. When I click on OK, then you will see configure document delivery. When you click on configure document delivery, click on OK. And here you will be able to, you will be able to, you will be able to deliver the document. So here again, you can see the transport type, right? So here you can select, like let's say you're selecting SFTP. Then you will see all those configurations. Okay, like we discussed in EIB. Configurations are same, like we discussed in EIB, but this is another thing you should know. So this is a document delivery. But let's say when you are creating inbound integration, you have to retrieve the documents. Okay. Then you have to identify like in which step documents should be retrieved. Let's say you are creating one EIB inbound integration. Okay, EIB inbound, there is a direct, retrieval and direct delivery configuration. Ignore that. Now, let's say you are creating a core connector inbound integration, and in that core connector inbound integration, before you run the integration, you have to process the file. Okay, before you run the integration, you have to basically extract the file. Okay. Now tell me, you just think from your side. I'm gonna open the business process and tell me what should happen, how it should happen. Come on. Yeah. Now this is the business process. Okay. This is the business process where A is initiation. This is like initiating the integration. B is the fire integration. Your core connector worker integration is running. C is your DT integration. Okay. And D is your document delivery. So this is the sequence. Now in case of inbound integration, can you just tell me what will be the order? Just think and tell me what would be the order.
So I could say initiation, and
Mhm.
there will be no any transformation.
Initiation. Okay. Initiation after that.
After that, integration and delivery.
No, when you have to process inbound, means file is coming from another system. This is the case
Okay.
where we are sending the file from Workday to another system, right? Now, let's say you have to consume data from another system to Workday. So understand in the, this is a conceptual thing. It's not a that conceptual thing. It's a very, simple thing. So you understand in this way. Here, what is happening? This is a delivery. This is outbound. In outbound, what is happening? First of all, initiation is happening. Then your CCW integration is processing. It is generating your XML data. That XML data is transformed in the next step. That is the integration step. And the final file generated is getting delivered via this final step. This is what is happening during outbound. Now, during inbound, integration will be initiated. Now, if we fire integration without having file, what will integration process? This is an
Okay, the
inbound, right?
attachment part you are trying to tell, right? The attachment we
Yes.
do in the inbound.
Yes.
Okay. So in the outbound, we don't need any attachment because that is the output file we are looking on.
Output file we are delivering. Yep. In
Delivering,
outbound.
yeah, delivering. So in inbound, we have to attach a file.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now tell me, where exactly that will fit.
At the
So
second
think,
place, at the second place.
yeah. And then what will be at third place? So the
My
first
third,
step will be initiation again. The
yes.
second step would be retrieve the file, because you are in integration, you are processing the file data only, right? Data available on the file. If you do not have the data, if you do not have the file, then what will your integration do? It will do nothing, right? To process itself, you need file. You're understanding or you're confused?
Yeah, correct, Ganesh. Yes.
So a step A will be initiation, like as usual. Step B will be document retrieval, and then step C will be file integration. Once the document is retrieved, document is ready to be processed, then file integration will happen, and integration will be processed, and then it will load data into Workday. You understood or you don't understand? So let me just edit this one. So let's say this integration is consuming data as well as generating the data. Just an example I'm giving. This integration is consuming the data from another system and then processing the integration, doing the transformation, and then uh, generating the data as well. Okay, this integration is doing everything. Just for example. Then what I'll do is here there is A. Then I'll do A. Okay, A B. I'll say I'll A B. Okay, in this A B. Here I'll select the service. This is the service. And then here I'll select document retrieval. Okay. Now when I select document retrieval, now how it will be sequence. Once you click on OK, the sequence will be created automatically. Okay. Okay. Now you see A, B. So basically initiation will happen and document will be retrieved. Then that document retrieved document will be processed via integration. Then the output file generated via this integration will be transformed, and then the document the transformed data will be delivered to wherever it is required to be delivered. Okay. So it's like, retrieval and delivery I have configured. Mostly this is not a very general scenario, but let's say you have to consume data from another system. This is just an inbound integration. Then you should be having this step, first step, second step, and third step. First step is to initiate the integration. Second step is to retrieve the document. Third step is to execute the integration. Clear or you're confused? Okay, all good.
Yeah.
Okay. This is one of the thing. Then also in DT, you can just configure the sequence generator. I showed you by generating the default output file, but I would recommend you to just configure the document sequence generator and generate file with the file name format. Your a vendor is looking for. Any other question, any other scenario which you have in your mind you want to discuss? No, is it? So, what we will do is, they have resolved,
Ganesh,
yep, yep,
one
go on.
question so if I post, if I do inbound integration, no. So basically, we have to provide the data from another system,
Inbound
right?
integration, when you are creating inbound integration, why would you provide data from another system?
The attachment which we get, no,
So,
from Concur
yeah,
or
that another system is going to generate data for you, and you are going to consume that file into Workday.
yes. So I'm going to consume the file into Workday. So uh, in that case, so if that user and password protected, so that is
Hmm.
also one time and if we fix one time, it will happen automatically, right?
I did not understand your question. Come again in the last part. What did you mention?
So, if from Conquer to Workday, there's a inbound integration is happening. Okay.
Okay.
So, initially, I will give all the SFTP folder paths and everything, and user password, everything.
Hmm.
So, the first file integrated perfectly. So, from the next time, that will do automatically, or I
Yeah,
need
yeah.
to interact.
So basically, you see when you are configuring this business process, you are not configuring for one particular integration event. You are configuring for this particular integration. That means whenever you run the integration, it is going to use the same configuration. Okay, you don't need to enter credentials every time. You just need to configure once, and that is going to work lifetime. Okay, was
Okay.
is this what you wanted to understand, Satish?
Yes, Ganesh. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, when you're creating this business process for integration, and here, you click on this configure retrieval. When you're configuring here, then all these details will be saved in the integration. This is something you're building integration end to end. It is not related to one particular integration run. Okay, always this integration is going to behave in same way. When you configure the SFTP, let's say here you are configuring the SFTP, not here. What is this one? Document retrieval. Wait. Oh, here you can see the transport type, right? So basically, once you configure this transport type, then always whenever this integration will run, this integration is going to use the credentials which you are going to configure here, and then this integration is going to authenticate with that SFTP folder and get the data, get the file. Okay, this is how it works. And let's say one more thing, now as you mentioned, one more thing I want to show you. It's good, we are having this discussion. That is also a quick thing. So let's say, okay, let me configure something. Okay, I have not configured. And let me. So you can configure in a way I have configured before, but what I want to show you guys is, let's say, come on, come on. Hmm. Let's say this is the integration, and in this integration, this CCW integration, let's say you have configured some SFTP and all. Okay, so when you configure the SFTP, then here in the related action in integration, you can see just right now you can just one option, launch and a schedule, right? But when you will configure the SFTP, you will be able to see the test transport as well. Okay, so let me show you. I'm configuring the delivery for this one, and then I'll show you what option I'm talking about. As I'm selecting SFTP, and here I'm selecting SFTP colon outbound test. Oh, sorry, outbound.com, and this is outbound/test. I'm just giving the random thing. User ID. batch 4 will come the rate of 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. This is I have done, and then I'm clicking on OK. Let's say, for example, now I have configured the delivery. Now, if I open this integration, it is giving error because I have not configured the retrieval. Now here, if I go to integration, you can see one option test transport, right? Earlier it was just schedule. Okay. So when you click on test transport, whatever I'm clicking on test transport, whatever you will configure, it is going to give you. Let's say you configure two SFTP folder, then here two option will be selected. And if you want to test the connection, if you want to see if there is any file on the server, then all things you will be able to do from Workday itself. Okay. Now click on OK. Once you click on OK, you will be having option. What do you want to do? You want to list the files, you want to deliver the files, you want to connect the file. If I want to test the connectivity with that SFTP folder, whether the configuration which I have done is correct or not, then you click on OK. It will try to connect. Okay, it will try to connect. Now this is a dummy thing. I have just given random thing. It is going to error out. It will show the error as well. It will show like nothing. It has not found anything or something like that.
Because this test transport is available for both inbound and outbound, right?
Yes, yes. But it will, when you are using the SFTP, when you are using the HTTPS, then at that point of time you will not see the test transport. But when you are going to use SFTP, you will be having this option. Okay. Now here
Okay.
you see this is giving that there is no connection is not successful. If I would have given the correct credentials, correct folder details, then this would have given me like the connectivity is successful.